The women's basketball team is 5-1 in Mondat Conference play, right behind Miles State Community College, and the baseball team is getting ready for their trip in Arizona. I'm your host, Levi Holzer, and this is Sports FYX. Amber Stevhan is taking her season by storm, being the national leader in points per game in Division I junior college basketball with 23.8 points per game. I sat down with Amber on how she contains that big number.
There's a little bit of pressure, but I try to just push it in the back of my mind, and I just take what the game gives me and try my hardest all the time.
She can run the floor, she can get up and down, she can jump on her jump shot, and she has great body movement to the basket. Teams are figuring that out, and so they're double teaming her, they're going to triple team her when they get the ball inside, so that's going to open up for some of the other kids like Trae and Sydney or Lauren Koski, to kick out and hit the jump shot. So hopefully, that'll give opportunities for other kids to shine also. Amber's the type of kid who's very, very unselfish. She's going to try to find the open kids when she double team or triple team.
Before games, I usually come in probably like 2.5 hours before, and I shoot around with Courtney Olson for about an hour, and then I go home, probably eat an apple or something, and then we just come in and get ready for the shoot around for the team. And the team shoots around for 30-40 minutes, and then we go in to get ready for the game.
When Amber's in there, she brings a lot of dynamics to the game offensively and defensively.
Amber's worked so hard for that, and she's more than deserving of that. And it's so awesome to be playing with a teammate that is capable of those things. And yeah, wow, second in the nation, what an honor. And she, like I said, she's so hardworking. We get her the ball knowing that, having confidence in her that she's going to put it in the hoop. I give her the ball and I don't even second guess it. I know that she's going to do what she needs to do, what's best for the team.
The Mystics traveled to Dakota College and Lake Region over the past weeks while hosting Wahpeton and United Tribes. Here are the scores from those games. Women would defeat the Lumberjacks 113-77 with Amber Stevhan tallying 36 points and 7 boards, and Courtney Olson coming off the bench with 18 points and going 10 of 12 from the charity stripe. The men would also defeat the Lumberjacks 106-92 with Austin Slaughter getting 23 points and 11 boards. Following Slaughter's Kiwan Johnson with 26 and Kyler McGillis with 23, going 5 of 7 from three-point range. Both squads would then face Wilson State at home in the Armory, with the women winning 95-61, with Sydney Andersen having her best game of the season so far, with getting 10 steals and 22 points, and Amber tallying 23 points and Trae Murray with 20. The men would fall 94-89. They would then travel up to a Lake Region State. The women would go on to win 78-75, and the men would fall 81-72. Wahpeton came to town last Thursday, but the women would defeat the Wildcats 94-86, with Amber getting 29 points with 13 rebounds and Courtney Olson getting 20 points off the bench. The men will face a tough Wildcat team following 105-92. Austin Slaughter will get 26 points and 11 rebounds, and Drew Pearson coming off the bench with 19 points. The Mystics would then face in-town rival United Tribes at home. Women would win 80-64, with Courtney Olson going 12 of 12 from the free-throw line with 16 points, and Amber Stevhan keeping that scoring average with 30 points. The men would fall short 102-89 behind Austin Slaughter, leading with 24 points and 10 rebounds, and Kiwan Johnson having 21 points and 4 steals. Now, if you were to look on the women's roster, you would see it is packed with Region 7 players from a year ago. 2 of them are actually high school teammates from Kildare, North Dakota, Trae Murray and Sydney Andersen. Here's a look at why they decided to come to Bismarck State College and become a Mystic.
Marv was initially looking at Trae. He reffed one of our games at the Civic Center Jamboree last year, held by Shiloh, and he noticed me there, so he talked to Trae, and then Trae talked to me, and then Marv ended up getting a hold of me. When it comes to making a decision, Trae and me talked a lot. We were both kind of nervous about the next chapter of our lives. We didn't know really we were both unsure. And so it was like comforting talking to one another about it, and then we just ultimately decided that it would be really fun to both go together here. And Marv talked to us a lot, and we came and watched a game. He has a great program here, and so yeah, we both just thought that this was the best fit for her.
We recruited at the same time, and then I remember one day at school we were just kind of sitting there and we looked at each other like what are we gonna do? Like, what are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know. It's kind of a back and forth thing. And one day we're just like, oh, it'd be pretty cool to go on the next level and play together. We've been playing together since 3rd grade. Like, why not give it 2 more years? That day I remember we went out in the hallway. We called Coach Peterson up and told him that we want a trip down here and watch a game and talk to him a little bit.
Well, Sydney is just very intense when she plays a game of defense, and I love that because I'm a defensive coach. You know, I like to get after on the defensive side. So yeah, it's very, very coachable, very hard worker, and she takes everything personal. If her person scores, you know, she takes that to heart.
Defense is, when it was taught to me, it was always just an attitude thing. It was bring your all on defense, because that's the one part of the game that you can control, is your attitude. Where offense, if you're not having a good offensive night, it's hard. It's really hard. And so I always just focus on my defense because I know my defense will bring offense. And it's just something that you can control is your attitude on defense. So.
Trae is coming through towards the end here, the last 3-4 games. She started picking up her offensive ability, and we're working on her, you know, around the basket a little bit more so. I think last year she was more on the outside, you know, was able to, you know, shoot the 3-ball or the 10-footer. I'm not saying that she's capable of doing that, but, you know, I'd like to have her a little bit more down around the basket. We like to play a little bit of high-low game with Trae and with Amber inside there.
It's definitely really fun playing with Trae and Sydney. They have such fun attitudes, and we get along very well. And we all work really hard to go after loose balls, and we try hard in practice, and it's just really fun to be with other girls who know the game of basketball.
I love all my teammates. The coaches are great. Our training staff, everyone here is just great. The facility is nice. The atmosphere of Bismarck is awesome. The community has taken us all in. I mean, we got a whole new team this year, basically, and they have just opened their arms and took us all in. And I mean, people in the stands that I don't know will come up to me after games with great game, and they just tell me how excited they are to watch us and how much fun they have at the games. And so that's just a great feeling knowing that. I mean, we've been welcomed from the beginning.
We've been starting together since 8th grade year, so it's pretty cool starting a new journey with her on my side at the beginning of a game on the court. And like you said, starting for Marv, like he's a coach who expects a lot of intensity and like a lot of hard work, and it is like an honor to start coming in as a freshman amongst a whole bunch of great players. We have an amazing team. Anyone on the bench can come in and do whatever and fill any position, so that's pretty cool.
Doug talked to us a lot. I mean, Doug's been watching me and Trae play since we were little, and so he's been in our ear a lot about getting in the gym, getting shots up, working hard, and I mean, he's a walking example of what working hard brings. Yeah. And so, yeah, he was in our ear about BSC, and I thank him a lot for that because we're here now and we're loving it. And so, yeah, Doug was a really good influence on me and Trae both.
In Region 7, we were kind of known for being like a fast-breaking team. Like Kildare was the fast team. We would go up and down 100 miles an hour, run the court. We would control the tempo of all the games, and that was our style of game. And coming here and finding out that Marv on the running team, fast-breaking team, City and I were just eager to start going and start running. And we used to think we were fast in high school, but coming here, it's a whole different pace. It's even faster, 10 times faster, and we just love the intensity and the adrenaline it gives us.
No, it may not seem like it, but the baseball team is actually practicing indoors. I got the scoop from head coach Corby McGlauflin on what they're doing to get ready for the Arizona trip in March.
Yeah, the countdown's on. I think we're about 6 weeks out right now, 5.5 weeks. So we're excited to get down to Arizona. So right now we're kind of starting to build up our pitchers' arms so we can get 5-6 innings out of our pitchers as soon as we get down south. So the main focus right now is just getting arms in shape so we're ready to roll in March. And at the same time, just kind of doing all the little stuff we can do inside. Obviously, in the Armory, we're not able to do fly balls, work on a ton of team defense stuff, but we really try to hammer down on the technique side of things and really be fundamental with everything we do inside and get as many swings in as we can. We return most of our lineup hitters, so we got pretty much all, I think 7 of our 9 hitters our back for our starters. So we think we're going to swing it all right. Last year our downfall was we just couldn't throw enough strikes and we weren't very deep on the mound. So that's what we really addressed in the off season. And this year we think we're 12, 13 arms deep that can really go out there and be a big improvement for us. A lot of freshmen in the mix. We have probably 2, maybe 3 guys that started conference games for us last year that probably won't combine for 10 innings combined this year just because we have that many more arms. We have a sophomore transfer and then 4 or 5 freshmen that are fighting for starting spots. And we think we're extremely talented on the mound and deep, and yeah, we're excited to get to the Mondack play. I think we returned 6 outfielders that played a little bit last year, and we're very confident all 6 of them. And then we have another freshman or 2 in the mix out there too. So outfield is probably our deepest position. It's going to be a battle every day to see who's out there. We return our center, left, and right fielder, and there's no guarantees they're going to start this year, which is great for competition and practice every day. It's been at a really high level, and excited to see the guys keep pushing each other. Shortstop battle, we have a Ty Langan coming back, Mandan kid, and then two freshmen that have had great high school careers, one from Saskatoon, Devin Farrell, and then Brant Kolpak from Fargo Post 2. Anyone around North Dakota knows Post 2's solid. He's been there starting shortstop the last couple of years. So those guys are all battling out at shortstop as young guys. And then West Fargo, who went to the American Legion World Series, we got 2 of their best players. In addition to Drake Fleshy, who's coming back to us, we got Jake Faircloth, who's the Gatorade Player of the Year. He's looking to play in the infield somewhere. And then Ryan Barassa is going to be towards the top of our rotation. Just kind of add some velocity that we really haven't had before on the mound. So, yeah, all those guys make big impacts. We got a couple big boys out of South Dakota that come up, catcher out of South Dakota. So, yeah, no, we're excited for all our new guys. Alec he was one of our best hitters in the year last year. Alec came on great at the end of the year last year and was rock solid every game behind the plate. Alex, we're looking for big things from Alec. He's kind of our leader, vocal, and just the way he leads in the weight room and on the field. He's one of our guys. But Trae Rogers out of South Dakota has put on 35 pounds since the beginning of fall ball, and he's right there pushing him every day. And then we also got a freshman out of Bismarck, Preston Eagleson, who's looking to get some time too. So between those 3 guys, we're really happy. It's by far the deepest we've ever been in the catching position. So yeah, we're excited. In addition to Ian, we got a couple other guys who are going to be doing the same thing. Small college baseball, you have guys that are going to get 15, 20 bats in on Friday through Saturday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Sunday game 2, they're expected to start and pitch 6-7 innings for us. So we don't have as many two-way guys. We're deep enough now where we don't need to rely on that as much. We still have 4 or 5 guys that are probably going to play prominent roles both on the mound and in our lineup. Coach Oliver is tremendous. He absolutely fell into our laps. He played at Mary back in the day. He's been scouting for the Red Sox out in San Jose, working with some of the top high school teams in the country. Moved back to Bismarck, and just like I said, just kind of fell in our laps, and we couldn't be more thankful for what he's brought to the team. And the guys absolutely love him, and he brings a wealth of knowledge to practice every day.
Point of contact percentage, whatever you want to try, why don't we start that? You know what I mean? I was never a big fan when everyone says, "Oh, let's shorten up and choke up." If you're more comfortable handling the bat that way, we should do that way from the start. I think we can be comfortable with 2 strikes how we hit. I think we can if, right, we're making proper adjustments. To me, the adjustments have to be what's that guy's out pitch, right? We know that being in the box. If we don't, we're already wrong. Right? You know what I mean? Where does he want to go? What patterns does he start with?
Ever since we got here 3 years ago, we've been telling everybody we want to be the North Dakota All-Star team. I mean, we've been fortunate enough where I think our first year here we signed, I think there was 4 juniors that were all-state that year, and I think we got all 4 of them to come that committed to us going in their senior years, and we're just really concentrating on getting the best kids in the state. Obviously, we want to get the top 4 or 5 kids out of Bismarck, Mandan. After that, Fargo, Minot, Dickinson, Williston, and we want to get the best kids in the state. Then after that, Rapid City's been really good to us. So we go into Rapid City, try to get some of their better players, and then the emergence of some of the Southern Canadians has been good as well over in Saskatoon, and then the Badlands Academy out west. We're excited. We're excited to do it again. The Berg family has been tremendous in kind of supporting the cause behind it, and we have it planned again for March 23rd, 24th, 25th. This year it's a little different. We have 4 teams coming. So in addition to us, our fellow Mondack opponent Lake Region is going to be there, and then Mesabi Range and Itasca Community College out of Minnesota. So us 4 are going to battle it out all weekend, and hopefully the weather can be cleared off and we can get the snow pushed off the turf and ready to play on March 23rd once we get back from Arizona. No, Arizona's an absolute blast. Our guys, that's what gets us through this weather out here, is just knowing that in 6 weeks we're going to be out in 85 degrees playing in Arizona. We play in a former minor league ballpark. They have all their practice fields there, and I think last year they had 70 teams from across the country that go down there, meet up, and they schedule the games for us and everything. So yeah, same site every day. Sun's out every day down there. It's beautiful. We can't wait to get down there.
I guess Swift will wait a little bit longer for Mystic Baseball. And Monday they take on Dawson Community College at home, with tip-off starting at 5:30 for the women and 7:30 for the men. You can watch that game on the live stream at bscmystics.com. That's it for this episode of Sports Fix. I'm Levi Holzer, signing off.